boy, am I glad this year's coming to a close soon. It's been one more turbulent year, hasn't it? But thankfully all that is now done and dusted, and there's no longer any prophecies left to be fulfilled.
Are you sure about that? I could swear that at the end of the last episode I was possessed again by the magic of the fortune cracker.
No, Pinky, you're wrong. You were just imagining that.
Aha, so I guess that was some kind of collective hallucination then. 'Cause the rest of us could swear we saw it too.
Yeah, and then y'all just teleported her away before she could finish.
There's no need to go and make stuff up now, AJ. I did no such thing.
Yeah, you did. Do we really gotta pull up the video?
Nah, I'm good. I know what I did last episode.
Yeah, you teleported her.
I didn't.
You fucking... What the fuck's that supposed to mean? Make your mind up.
Hey, don't get your mane in a twist. I'm not saying I didn't do what I did, but I didn't teleport her.
Okay then, Miss Bean Counter, and what did you do then?
Why, I just turned her mute and invisible until the sketch was over.
You what? Seriously? Oh, so that's why you girls were just ignoring me when I came to. Well, to be fair, how was I supposed to tell you? Just ignoring me would also be something you just do randomly. Whoa, that's been a while. Twitchy tail!
Oh! What the hell was that? Huh? Oh. Nah, him again. What do you want, Robotus?
Oh, good. I see my signature method of dropping something heavy from the sky is paying off. Now, Twilight, I need you all to help me.
Well, what if we don't want to?
Sagst du Juden? Okay. I need you all to come up with some new sketch ideas. Because, I openly admit that, I'm fucking burned out. I cannot for the life of me come up with another sketch. So now, this is your show. Don't disappoint me. Tschüssi Plottos von Robotos.
So, what is it?
Oh, just Robotus being the lazy piece of shit that he is. He's decided that coming up with sketch ideas is too hard for him, so he wants us to deal with that now.
Wow, really? Isn't that like the one thing he actually still does for our sketches? We do most of it already.
Yeah, honestly, look at me, I'm Robotus. I'm doing so much work for the sketches that I need to pass some work on to my main cast. Oh, woe is me for all the hard work I put into this, voicing characters with a noticeable accent and forgetting to put in subtitles.
Yeah, who the fuck does he think he is? Never mind, I know the answer to that. He's the fucking author. Which in itself actually makes this very concept totally retarded. I mean, if Robotus can't come up with any new ideas, what good are we gonna do for that if he's still the one writing it? Whatever. There's no use complaining.
Yeah, let's just take this as what is. A chance to show Robotus how little he actually contributes and how easy his part is compared to everything else. I bet I could come up with something on the spot.
Like what?
How about... Okay, you know what? This right now, this proves nothing. This is just called demo effect. I've got thousands of great ideas, but now when I get a main one, poof, head's empty. You know what that's like.
Not really. Anyone else?
Hey, how about this? I could bring some ancient artifact and have it break comically, which would then put a curse upon us that forces us to reveal our darkest secrets. And if we don't...
The entire world goes up in flames?
Yes. How do you know that?
You already did that, Twilight. Ain't even that long ago in episode 98.
Okay, first of all, nearly 2 years and 80 sketches is not that long ago. And secondly... Okay, then forget it. How about an episode where one of us visits her family? Right? I mean, that expands the cast and gives the viewer more insight into our backstory.
You mean like in episode 52 with Pinkie Pie where she visited the old rock farm? Only that this time there likely isn't going to be an ominous around to make things interesting.
It doesn't have to be Pinkie. In general, I think her family has had more than their fair share of screen time in this series. But what about the rest of us?
Nah, I don't think there's anything to gain there. If y'all remember, my folks flat out say they ain't want nothing to do with any shows, be them sketches or TV series. And Rainbow Dash got her bound a restraining order, so they won't be available.
Why would you file a restraining order on your own parents?
Why not is the better question. You see what they're like. That creepy #1 fan shit they were doing in their episode wasn't just an egg. They really are like that. Hell, they once even installed a camera in my bedroom and later told me how amazing I am at reading Daring Do books.
Oh. Well, that checks out then. Fluttershy?
My parents are too busy taking care of Zephyr. Because who'd have guessed it, despite his episode's plot making everything go his way, it didn't change the fact that he's a fucking loser. It didn't take long for him to quit the job again and move back in with Hotel Mom. And now they're back at financing every fucking thing for him while I gotta make my ends meet somehow. Anyway, that's why they aren't an option either.
I don't know, that does sound at least somewhat interesting. But okay, let's move on. Rarity, what about your parents?
My parents? You mean the same ones that forced the care of my little sister upon me via court ruling because they did not want to put up with their own child anymore? Yeah, no, I don't think I want those kind of ponies around me, really. They're only gonna try to butter me up against I revoke my removing them from my will. But what about your parents, Twilight?
Mine?
Yeah, why does it always have to be us making contributions? So what about it?
Well, basically there's nothing against that, but it's just, well, my parents are pretty boring.
What you mean boring?
Ordinary. They both have normal jobs, mundane hobbies. On weekends they go watch a movie maybe or head to Cantaloupe Park, and Dad sometimes watches the ball game on TV. Just nothing worth making a sketch for.
I guess that we have the reason why Pinky's family was the one most shown here.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, Pinky. How's your couple therapy with Cheese Sandwich coming along?
Do I really need to answer that? Fine. Well, badly. We go there weekly to meet with our mediator, and we are talking about our problems openly, but sometimes he could just be so... Yeah. It's gonna be a long fucking while before any real change happens.
Well, that sounds moderately interesting. Maybe even good enough for a sketch. How about it, Pinky? Will you maybe want to bring the camera along next time you get together?
Hello? Privacy?
Yeah? So?
I'm not doing that!
Okay. Yeesh. Then maybe, oh, how about we dig up Chrysalis? It's been forever since we've seen her.
Nah, that ain't working either.
Why? Don't tell me she went and died off screen in the meantime as well.
Not that, but don't you remember? She disappeared into the human world to start over. Her arc's through. And I for one think we should leave it alone with her. She's been through enough.
As have we, but does Robotus give a shit? No. Plus, it would be really interesting to see what she thinks about the fact that the entire changeling race has vanished recently.
You know what? Why don't we even have to come up with something? Isn't there like an entire backup cast of us in the human world? Have them figure it out.
And what would they be doing that's so interesting?
I don't know, dating episodes are always nice. How about they go to the disco? Nope, they already did that back in episode 82. The theater then.
154.
City Park?
146.
All right, okay, you know what? That does it. I see now that we have no other choice. It might be a totally run-into-the-ground cliche, but fuck it. I declare that this episode right here is now gonna be a... beach episode.
Been there, done that.
What? No, you're kidding me. Really?
Yeah, as early as episode 10.
10?
We even did that Sam sliding background joke.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The beach episode was supposed to be my lifeline. I've been saving that idea for years, should times ever be rough. And you telling me Robotus already wasted it back when his channel didn't even have 50 subs?
I mean, to be fair, it is pretty safe to assume that nowadays there isn't a single person left who even remembers that. So why don't we just do it again? Recycling old stuff into new episodes isn't a foreign concept. Everybody is doing it.
I'll tell you why. Because as a small hobby artist of no renown, Rabunus takes his work far too seriously to not overcomplicate it with unnecessary restrictions. And one of those is, it's always gonna be something new. At least in some way, shape, or form.
Then maybe we just have to come to terms with the fact that we did everything imaginable we could do with this cast. Which admittedly was quite a fucking lot.
So y'all saying Robotus should just quit? Give up on the whole sketch then?
Hey, I'd be on board with that. No more dumb sketches to waste our time with.
No, we can't do that. We've been doing this for so long, I don't even know if I could go back to a life without them.
True. I mean, we've all made our jokes and jabs here and there about how we want the series to die and be rid of it and shit, but really? I don't actually really want that.
Well, No Pony was suggesting that.
Yeah. You were just now.
Well, only to rule it out of the question.
We do still have a few sketches left, at least to get us through the rest of the year. And after that, we'll just have to see where Robotus takes it. This isn't the first creative slump this channel has seen, and hopefully not the last. Oh, well, you know what I mean by that.
You're probably right. So, what do we tell Robotus about today? Ain't he want us to come up with sketch ideas? Pretty much all we did today was bitch and moan about it in Robotus's name. But what do we gotta show for it?
So picky. About that couple therapy.